I was pretty nervous, but at the same time, level-headed. I just wanted everybody to get what was important. People are important. Get out of there.
Fast food up in flames. The employee who tried to get everyone out.
And I felt this huge hit on the back of my rear, and I heard this loud shatter.
Hit and run. The biker left with a souvenir from the car that struck her.
He saved his classmates from a school shooter. The video just being released. The news starts now.
Expect more right now. You're watching Wave 3 News.
On one of the hottest days of the year, firefighters battling a raging fire for 7 hours as an Elizabethtown McDonald's goes up in flames. Welcome here to Wave 3 News at 11. I'm Scott Reynolds.
And I'm Shannon Kogan. What started as a small mulch fire soon engulfed the entire building. A Hardin County fire official tells us there was a backdraft inside, sending out a mayday call, and one firefighter went to the hospital. This happened around 5 at the McDonald's on North Dixie Highway in Elizabethtown, and that is where we find Wave 3 News reporter Casey Cunningham tonight. How did the employees inside find out about the fire, Casey?
Even at 11 o'clock at night, Shannon, there's still about 9 firefighters out here and smoke that fills the air. It was a customer that told them about a smoldering outside the McDonald's.
You know, I'm kind of shooken up a little.
We didn't think it was going to be this big at all.
When a McDonald's customer told employees she spotted a pile of mulch smoldering outside the restaurant, these employees had no idea it would set fire to the entire building. Still, they jumped into action.
We got the fire extinguisher, and we got Missy as well, and the fire extinguisher wasn't doing anything.
I love my McFamily. It's a joy to work with them.
It is. It is.
Now, the good news for these McDonald's employees is that the franchise owner here owns several other stores in Elizabethtown. So he says they'll transfer these employees to these other stores and they'll be able to get back to work as soon as tomorrow. Live in Elizabethtown, Casey Cunningham, Wave 3 News.
And those firefighters today not just battling the flames, but also the elements.
Yeah, and in those hot suits, they risked their lives for us. The wind and the heat made that fire extremely tough to contain. Chief Meteorologist Kevin Harnett in our weather center. And just how hot was it with that index today?
Yeah, you know, we pointed out that it was one of the hottest days of the year. We reached 95 on Sunday. We were 1 degree away from that today at 94 here in the city.
And the man who police say shot an LMPD officer is finally in custody. 22-year-old Jaquan Crowley has been on the run since police say he shot Officer Kyle Carroll on Saturday night. He was taken into custody in Port Orange, Florida today at his sister's home. A bullet struck Officer Carroll in the chest, but the bullet-resistant vest he was wearing likely saved his life. Even though that bullet eventually got through, he's now recovering at home.
We are learning more tonight about the frantic rescue of a family trapped after their kayak tipped over in a raging creek. A 10-year-old boy, his mother, and his aunt hit a tree stump traversing Floyd's Fork last night. The aunt suffered some sort of medical emergency. Her sister tried to hold her and the kayak above the water while the boy phoned 911 for help.
It would have been optimal if we could have been on the phone with him and instead of MetroSafe, because we could maybe give him some visual clues that he could match up with what we were seeing, instead of him just saying, well, I passed a barn, I passed a tractor.
Well, sadly, the aunt was pronounced dead at University Hospital. She has been identified as Sandra K. Mills. Responders say the three were not wearing helmets.